Today we have with us a person whose name needs no introduction, Mr. Debmalya Sen. So, hi sir, welcome to the interview.
Thank you.
And since last year, we have started our journey with IESW, the battery magazine, and we have seen that at that time energy storage was scaling. So, what transformations since the last year you have observed? Please tell us about that.
As I wrote in your magazine, it has been a tiger's leap. From last year to this year, if I was sitting here last year and I told you that India will install 8 gigawatt hour of battery storage capacity in the 6 months of 2026, you would have laughed at me. That is not possible. But that has been possible, right? Also, India, in the manufacturing part, in the BESS manufacturing part, India has today around a capacity of around 8 gigawatt hours of pack manufacturing, cell to container manufacturing facility, which is poised to go up to around 220 gigawatt hours. You heard yesterday Adani talking, and you heard the announcement of 11 gigawatt hour more to their existing 3.4, that is 3.4 plus 11, that is 14.4 gigawatt hour capacity, which is coming up online by the first quarter of next year. So that says you that India is absolutely in the right track. Okay, yes, there will be some hiccups in terms of cost, in terms of projects not being delivered, but then we are on the right track. Yeah.
So we all know that you are at the center of this energy transformation, and you have brought manufacturers, policy leaders, and a lot of person together in IESW through IESA. So what trends and what are the things you are observing in the last few years, and what we can see ahead of this?
See, I told in my presentation last day that energy storage is no longer an emerging tech, right? Energy storage is a tech of today, right? So people have also understood that. I mean, when I started my career in energy storage in 2017, I used to hear, "Oh, energy storage is an emerging tech," but that did not change. Maybe till last year. Till last year, also energy storage was an emerging tech. But this year, the entire story has changed. You see people coming out with solar plus storage, you see merchant BESS coming out, you see behind the meter, you see batteries coming in, CNI applications. So I think it has been a heavens change, right? So even in the conference this year, you would have noticed that in initial years we would not have so much of exhibitors coming in here, but this year it has surprised me to see so many exhibitors coming and so many people coming here and seeing those products.
So, sir, since last year, whether it is EV batteries or grid scale storage, so which, from my point of view, which one of these has tremendously grown, and what is the key factor about that?
India level or globally?
India or globally?
Okay. So, if you talk about globally, what has happened over the last 2 years is that EV demand has softened, of course. So, industry is growing by around 22-23% over the last 2 years. Whereas at the same point of time, when you compare it with energy storage industry, of course, the energy storage industry has been growing from zero or null. So that's why the percentages are more pronounced. Okay, the last 2 years, energy storage industry grew by 114%. Now that's a huge growth. So I would just quote someone I heard on LinkedIn that energy storage is where EV was in 21-22.
So I would like to ask ki today everyone talks about BESS. This decade is the energy storage decade. So what are the major challenges we still figuring out to overcome?
Of course, the one challenge that energy storage is suffering from today is the supply chain side,
Yeah.
right? The overtly skewed supply chain side. Okay, and everything said and done, it's kind of looking impossible that the world will be more diverse in terms of supply chain, right? And also one of the other matrices is that any other techs other than lithium ion technology. So as of today, it looks like lithium ion is the only tech, and in all our discussions also, lithium ion is the discussion point. But there are other techs which are kind of evolving, like sodium ion, like vanadium flow, etc., etc. So I think these are the two main problems, and you can dissect the problems more. Alternative technology, and second is the supply chain problem.
So, would you like to say something to the startups coming in this sector, the BESS sector?
I would say you're late already. There are many startups who are actually working tremendously well. Even in our exhibition, we have a few startups who are working on EMS, who are working on BMS. So it's like at the component level, startups have gone. So that says you so much about where the requirement will be, right? So I think it's still not late, I believe. Yes, the market is getting crowded, but if you want your product out here, then make it fast.
So we are in the path of achieving 500 gigawatt in somewhere soon, sometime soon. So and BESS scale is massive. So coming back to that part, the manufacturing part, the critical materials and minerals part. So what, according to you, as you are the center of this thing, IESW and IESA, so you analyze things very deeply and you understand everything very deeply. So what is your message to everybody out there, and how can we mitigate those flaws we have in the system right now?
See, something which has been resonated well within the industry is that battery manufacturing, cell manufacturing, okay? Cell manufacturing is still some years away. It looks like at least 2 years or 3 years away. But at least do the cell to container manufacturing, right? So rather than bringing a container from outside, let's invest on that tech, and let's see how much we can save from just bringing the container from outside. But at the same point of time, at this stage, we would require, for that to happen, we need policy clarity. We need a policy clarity, as well as we need long-term policy clarity. It's not like that, okay, today the policy says something, after 6 months it changes. Now, if I'm a startup, I build my business based on that policy, right?
Yeah.
If that changes in 6 months, or if it changes in 1 year, it will create a problem here. Yeah.
So, sir, according to you, what is the one policy still we don't have in India right now, and you want to implement that soon, matlab sometime soon, and want the Indian government to bring it?
One is, of course, storage mandates. We don't have that, right? We like we had in RPOs, renewable procurement mandates. We have to have storage mandates, or rather storage targets. We do not have a storage target. Like we had a renewable target, okay, 500 gigs by 2030. We do not have a storage target. Yes, we have an estimated storage capacity that will be required by the grid, but we do not have a target. So at least targets, I think I've seen targets will work beautiful in India. So I think once the target is set, and you have these mandates, that is absolutely required at present.
So, sir, we have witnessed IESW this year, and as compared to last year, the progress we are seeing is great. So, what in the next coming year we can expect from IESW, and from your side, what we can expect from Mr. Debmalya Sen? Please tell us, the readers of the Battery magazine.
Thank you. I think it's all because of all because of the stakeholders' support and blessings that this has been so big. Yes, the expectation rises, and if I do the same thing the next year, people will say, "Arey, wo to same cheez karta hai." So yes, the expectation rises, and we will, of course, get back with some with brainstorming, and we will get back with a IESW with much grander scale next year.
It's very nice listening to you, and I'm just thinking of the scale we will witness next year, and we wish you all the very best, sir, for everything. Thank you so much. It is always